And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. I am Aaron, aka the Handy Outdoor Nerd, and this sexy gentleman over here is
Chris, aka Mr. Hero Science. How's everybody doing tonight?
So, welcome to the AC Show, the coolest show on YouTube. I'm going to turn my volume down just a little bit because when you speak, I go deaf. So, I was supposed to have a guest on tonight. Could still possibly happen. I'm not 100% sure on that. I've not heard back. So we will see if they pop up. I've messaged them. So, yeah. So we will see. But they did agree. So at some point in time, I will get them on the show. And it will be epic.
I'm really looking forward to it, actually.
So, so we've got Viking in chat. Thomas, how's Thomas doing? And I don't know if anybody else is in chat because that's the only person that I can see right now. So if you guys are watching, chime in, say hi, let us know you're here, and shout you out. So, all right. So it's been a busy week for me this week. I don't know if you saw my post, my video post I posted the other day. So
which one are you talking about?
My hard drive dying on my iMac.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that your hard drive had died. I just saw the first little clip of you going like this.
Oh man, it got me bummed. I was bummed out because yes, I can fix it. I've got some hard drives. The hard drives are not the same size as the one that's in there because it had a terabyte hard drive, and the one that I could put in there would be a 500 gig, which is fine. I would love to get a solid state terabyte drive in there.
Do they? I mean, they've got to be crazy expensive.
$150.
Can you partition it or something so you can end up with like what is it? You can do like a 256 gigabyte SSD for the actual operating system, and then everything else can run off of like a 5 terabyte HDD or something.
I mean, I could probably try doing that with the room that it has if I did hard drives this size. I could technically do that a lot easier. But not this size. But I've also got a Pegasus, which is where all my other stuff goes on.
Mm-hmm. Your
storing stuff.
Yeah.
Normally, yeah. Yeah, that's where my backups set. But yep. Yeah, that's a fun thing to deal with. So I also am trying out something to get rid of a certain annoying little critter. A Spartan mosquito
eradicator.
Yes, the mosquito eradicator.
That's quite the name.
Mosquito eradicator.
That's not, a mosquito trap or, mosquito poison. It's a mosquito eradicator.
So I got 2 boxes of it, and in one box has 2 cylinders, and that's it. That's the cylinder. You put the hooks on the ends, and it can hang. You can kind of swivel around, but there's these holes the mosquitoes fly into.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it shift. There's a powder in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you fill it up with warm water around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and that would be 27 degrees Celsius. And you shake it up. That's all you do. And then you just hang it in a shady spot, kind of away from where people are going to be. So one box does an acre is what it says, which is what I have. So it also says that technically for Missouri, I should have started doing this in early April, but I didn't have it. So, Brian, what's up? Cat 3D, how's it going? Christopher Carroll, how's it going? Steve, how's it going?
That's Christopher Carroll was me. I was on the wrong YouTube account for a second.
I was gonna say, I was just like,
I'm lucky it didn't show up as
pretty
my
sure
wife.
that's you, Chris.
Yeah.
I was like, unless there's another one.
No, I'm lucky it didn't show up as my wife or something.
Kat, drink some coffee or tea or whatever it is that you drink to wake yourself up. That should help wake you up.
Ice cold water. That's what I do.
Well, she's in the land down under, so. Well, are you in the land down under or are you in Aussie? I can't remember. There's Aussies.
Is the land down under
Aussies and
Kiwis.
Kiwis. So I can't remember which one. And obviously we got Thomas, our Norwegian little Viking friend.
Brian says, I thought Kat was in Germany.
I don't remember where she's at. I honestly don't. I know Tom Sandlatterer's Germany.
Do you know that?
Right now, I don't. Right now, I don't. The only thing I know is my office looks really bad behind me, and I need to clean it up.
And he says your face is German.
My face is Dutch, actually, Eddie. So, don't see. So, Eddie, who hat het hier?
Kat says next to Switzerland.
Ah.
So she's almost neutral.
Almost next to the Swedes.
She's almost neutral on every topic.
Yes, almost neutral on every topic.
There you go.
Hey, Eddie, glad to see you back in chat again. 2 weeks in a row, and this time earlier than last week. I'm drinking the hard stuff. Some ale.
Oh, ginger ale. Oh, geez, man.
Gotta harvest those gingers for that sweet, sweet ale.
I need to do a little taste test on a bunch of different diet sodas to see what are some that I could actually drink. Because I've heard that diet ginger ale actually isn't too bad. I used to really like ginger ale.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie says Diet Mountain Dew for the win. I heard that Diet Mountain Dew was like one of the worst diet sodas, but I don't know for sure. So I've never had Diet Mountain Dew before. It's weird because I grew up. My dad has been diabetic since he was 27 years old. That's like from basically the time I was born, my dad has always been diabetic, and
Yeah.
he found Diet Coke, and that's just what he drinks is Diet Coke, and so that's just what I grew up with. And so now that I'm older and I'm diabetic now myself, I trying to figure out. My dad says the worst is Diet Shasta Cola.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm starting to not really enjoy Diet Dr. Pepper, which is a little annoying. Some I do, but it just depends on where it comes from, I guess. In the bottle, it's fine. You get it from like a restaurant or like a fountain, just tastes weird.
Yeah, I don't really drink pop, and when I have, it makes me sick to my stomach when I just go and drink actually regular pop. Just I just can't.
So we got people from all around the country, plus we have people from other countries in chat right now. So my question is,
what the thing is we got people from around the world. We've got makers from around the world.
So my question is, what do you guys call it? Is it soda? Is it pop? Is it, because I've always grown up just calling it soda, but Aaron calls it pop. What do you, I want to know in the chat right now, what do you guys call it? Do you call it soda, pop? I mean, do you call it something different? I mean, or what is it in, another language? I know in Portuguese they call it refrigerant, which doesn't make any sense, but
well, it makes perfect sense because you put it in the refrigerator.
Brian says Coke.
Well, you can say, yeah, that's
everything
very
is
logical.
Thomas
everything
says
is Coke.
Bruce. I mean, I'm sure that I slaughtered that, Thomas. I'm sorry. I actually speak 3 languages, and I'm training myself to try and learn more languages. I want to learn eventually some French is the next language I want to learn, and then I want to learn a couple more languages after that. So I know that I slaughtered saying that word, but in the future, it's gonna be better. Yeah, Brian says, want a Coke? Sure. What kind? Dr. Pepper. Yeah, that's funny. That's right. Funny. I'm never in my life did I imagine that people would just call everything just call it Coke.
So I've got some things I've been wanting to share, not that I've done, but that I've saved on our shared Facebook saved list for the AC show. So one of the things, and I'm just going to share the audio. It doesn't have audio, but another one will. Check that out.
What?
Yeah, this dude has been making himself a prosthetic hand, and it's got chains in it, dude. I mean, look.
Kat says she's making her own soda from. I'm curious, Kat. Are you talking? Do you mean tap water, or do you mean tab like tab cool?
Or are you talking about SodaStream?
Or are you talking? Yeah. Well, tap water in SodaStream, I guess.
But yeah.
That is super awesome.
Yes, it is. Let's see if I can't. No, come on. Just need you to scroll up.
Yeah, Kat says she's got a SodaStream.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I've thought about that, doing like juices and stuff, just carbonating like apple juice. Like my kids would drink that for sure.
So yeah, this guy lost, almost all of his hand, lost all but one finger. But that is just BA looking. I'm just.
So do each of those do each
It's-
of those work independently or
So I think it all works together because it's, if you look down here, it's actually connected to his wrist. So
Mhm.
whenever he bends, he can close things, I think.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure it's done with aluminum and then just the chains and all that and some other odd and end things. But that's just so cool.
It's really sick. That's awesome.
It's so cool. It makes me think of the Terminator.
Oh yeah. Or Star Wars.
Well, there's that too, but just the look of it looks like the Terminator fingers.
Yeah, it does though, for sure. It's really cool. Thomas says that he should be getting most of the parts for the Ymir next week, so he can start building next week, which is super cool. Thomas, are you gonna make a video about that? Are you gonna document like the build process and stuff?
Well, no,
what
what you
I'd
should
like to
be
see that.
asking is, Thomas, when are you coming on the show? All right, so here is another thing I wanted to share.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's really cool. I wonder if that actually works.
There we go. Pause it. So I actually wonder if it does too. When I get some time, I'm gonna actually 3D design it and print it and try it.
So
on some stuff.
If you try that, because I don't think that it's just the box. So if you go, I know that they have it at Home Depot, and I only know that because I used to be a certified nursery consultant at Home Depot, by the way. But they sell at Home Depot this little white powder. Not the guy in the parking lot that sells the white powder, but actually inside the garden center. Legally, they sell this white powder. It's called a root stimulant.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're talking about a root stimulant.
Yeah,
they probably put a root stimulant in there with the soil. But what you also do, let's see if I can find a nice clear spot. So you can see kind of right here.
Oh, they strip the bark?
Yep, you strip the bark. So right there.
That makes me so nervous.
Well, so you strip the bark there, and then that will allow it to start to root.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try that out. And then there is this, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen.
Oh, yes. I saw this, and I think
oh
this
my
is
gosh,
really cool.
That black with that shiny gold looks amazing.
I think that's super awesome. That's I've seen that, and I said, man, I really want to print that because that's awesome. Yeah, so Thomas says he's gonna do some streams and videos pretty soon. He just wants to get his frame built first so people can see what it looks like, which is super cool. Yeah, I love those bases. Look so cool.
Yes, they do.
I want to print that for sure. I've got a bunch of like little samples of like just colors that I got from either from my UFO 3D box, my Alien 3D UFO box, or I have a bunch of samples that I got for like a 3D pen and stuff. And I just sit here and go, man, I don't know what I can print with these little tiny samples. They're not big enough to do like hardly anything.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, I took some pictures and I was gonna put them on the stream, but I forgot to post them on my computer, so I'll have to post them on Twitter later. But I finally finished that wall that I had to tear all the holes in because somebody doesn't know how to run a wire properly. I finally got that all painted and stuff yesterday. I finished painting it. And so it's all painted, and now
Nice.
my wife's got it in her head that we need to do tile work. And I do a big I gotta do a big backsplash around my countertops and stuff, and it just makes me tired just thinking about it.
Understandable. 100% understandable. So I've printed off. I showed you that Ghostbusters a couple weeks back. That little mask, the ear saver that I printed off.
Mm-hmm.
Had another guy at work ask if I could do that for his girlfriend and some of the employees. They wanted 5, and I said, "Yeah, what do you want? I've got Ghostbusters and I've got superheroes." And then I sent him the superhero one. To see which superhero that he'd want. He said, because if it was me, he said, I'd probably just do the superheroes. Then he goes, well, how much do you want for it? And I go, nothing. It's for the medical field. I don't charge.
Yeah, I used to have these grandiose dreams that one day I was gonna like start a business with my 3D printer and print stuff for money and stuff. And then once I figured out how much work it was and everything, I was just like, I don't charge people for stuff, not anymore.
I will charge. It depends on what I'm doing.
Well, you have like an Etsy store set up, don't you? That you have stuff on.
I do have an Etsy store, and the thing
link in the description.
No, it's not in the description. But the one thing I've got listed is this beauty. Well, not this one. I've actually got this version of it. So this is the medical one. This is Command. But I've also got engineering and science somewhere because my son likes to grab them and play with them. So, but the cool thing about these are whenever I make them, they're magnetic. So whenever you get them, they actually are able to be worn as actual insignia. And I've got other pieces that go with it.
Is it a magnetic filament or what?
So this is one piece that goes on like that. And then it goes like that. So, but yep, I designed it up and modeled it, and I've actually right here are my magnets for it, sitting right there. So,
well, Eddie, don't worry. Aaron and I have made a vow that we're going to try and stay out of political talk on this program. So.
Yeah, because the only thing that we've talked about somewhat political on this has been COVID stuff, and that's why I say somewhat.
Mostly we've just been talking about what can we do to help people who are
and that's really what we talk about with that. So all this other stuff that's not what our show is about. So our show's about 3D printing and community and stuff like that. Speaking of community, you don't follow the Geek Foundation, do you? Since our show last week, have you?
No, what happened?
They thanked us, and they shared the link for the last week's stream.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty.
No, well, I'm hardly ever on social media, honestly.
Well,
anymore, so.
Because I follow them, and I constantly promote, the Geek Foundation and the AC show and stuff like that. That's usually what I'm on for. I'm posting or finding some stuff for the show now and again to put on there. That's really all that I do on that. unless you find me on a certain app, and yeah, I still promote the AC show and stuff like that, but I goof off a little bit. But it's actually been a bit of a challenge trying to keep. So you've got two options. You got a 15-second that you can do, or a 60-second on that app. And to say what you want to say for that 60 seconds is kind of a bit tough. All right, Kat, thank you for popping in. Catch you later. Sleep well.
Kat, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us. Even if it was for just a little while, we appreciate it. Get a little more rest.
So so Brian, are you constantly going 24/7 with the fixing your server at work? Oh yes, coughing twice. I've got the COVID, Eddie. Yes, that's what I've. Yep.
You gotta watch out for this guy.
So, take it easy, Kat. So yeah, I find it very interesting to try and create short little videos for projects that I'm doing within that time limit.
Trying to figure out a way, how do you sum up the cool project that you did in 15 seconds?
Or 60 seconds.
Right.
60 seconds makes it a lot easier. But yeah, it gets to be a little tough. So it's kind of a fun little challenge to try to get what you want to say out within that short little time period. I see a lot of people doing like part 1, part 2, and cutting crap, and I really hate when they do that.
Well, no. They don't make the part 2s. They just make the part 1s.
And then they say like for part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
I'm about that.
That's why I say that crap. So,
Yeah.
So whenever I was talking about my hard drive on that crashing,
Oh yeah. Sorry, that was mine.
I actually did do a part 1 and part 2, but I recorded them, saved it in the drafts, and then I posted part 1, then part 2. But I was just like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. So, but yeah, it was it's been an interesting week, to say the least, with that going on. Let's see, what have I got coming up? Well, worked on getting these put up today and shot that in a video for YouTube, not for the other. So that's kind of fun. I'm going to kind of do that and have it posted on both, on YouTube and the other, for kind of talking on it and seeing how it actually works. So this is supposed to last 90 days. And these 2 that are supposed to work for an entire acre. So I'm very interested in if it truly will work like it says. So it says,
Yeah, I don't know what kind of issues you guys have with mosquitoes over in your neck of the woods. I know, Arizona, there's not much water, and so we don't have that many issues with them as far as like diseases and stuff, but we definitely get mosquitoes. And did you know, fun fact, that diabetics are more likely to get bitten by mosquitoes because they have higher blood sugars. So the sweetness of your blood attracts mosquitoes. So I'm like 5 times more likely to get bitten by a mosquito than my family is.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. That's very interesting. We definitely get quite a bit here. So that's fun in and of itself to get eaten up constantly. And with it being summertime and I'm trying to do my garden stuff, morning or the evening's the best time to get out there and do the stuff. And you got the mosquitoes out and about biting you. So hoping that this will do what it's supposed to do. And I'm not going to get eaten up by mosquitoes. So, and I bet you can't guess where I found out about this.
I cannot guess.
My wonderful app that I've been using. Yeah, so I've been using TikTok is what it was, and so it's been kind of fun to use now and again. It gets a little annoying when a bunch of people post certain different videos and bleh. But I've been kind of using it to try to tweak my skills with making short videos and kind of more information on what I want in there for the stuff. Causing me to
honestly, I've just been trying to stay away from it all. I've been finding little side projects to do. I got a new to me trailer that I've been tearing all the old stuff off and grinding off all the rust and spray painting it and stuff. So I've found many things to keep myself occupied that did not involve social media.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, and I don't use it to preoccupy. I use it to kind of help with my output of video and how I want it to go, and kind of hone my shorten stuff up and make it short and sweet instead of long and boring. Because we all know whenever you put a video up and it's too long on YouTube, people only watch X amount and they stop. So unless you can make it super enticing for people. And having a almost 2-year-old makes it really hard to make videos that are super enticing.
No, you mean having little kids makes it hard for you to make videos, or
just a little bit
to have a quiet moment during a live stream or something? That's not difficult at all.
No, not at all.
My son was just about to jump off of the table when I said that, and I was expecting to say, "That's not hard at all," and have him go, "Wah!" But yeah, he just jumped off quietly. We have carpet. So.
There you go. Yeah, I can see what you're saying, Eddie, that it's cancer, it's garbage, whatever you want to say. No, I can understand that. You get a lot of people doing some stupid dance crap. I don't really dance. I do, but it's because I'm goofing off in the workshop. Or
here it is. This
son.
is what we need to do.
No.
We need to do the 3D printing dance. We need to make our own viral TikTok 3D printing dance, and it'd be like this. 15 seconds. It's got to go on with some really, really good, solid music. We need some sort of 3D printing anthem.
Nope. I won't dance on that app. Nope. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'll goof off now and again with it.
Eddie says can't touch this. MC Hammer. Can't touch this. Let's do it. Well, we're gonna start a trend here. Let's start a trend here. The 3D printing dance. And it's just somebody burning their finger on the hot end. We'll call it Can't Touch This.
Can't touch this.
Ah! Why not?
But yeah, no, I've used it for like whenever I print something, I just kind of film it. And then whenever I get that done, I actually will use some of that video and post that video on Twitter with some audio. So,
Brian, is it okay if I drink for this portion of the show?
yes, Brian. Yes.
Thomas, when you said that it was 5 o'clock in the morning, I assumed that meant that you had just woken up for the day, but you woke up earlier than you expected. I didn't expect that you were like, oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I haven't gone to bed yet. Like, that's stuff you do when you're like a college student. Or is that really common where you're from, maybe? Brian, make it a double, buddy. Make it a double, Brian. On the rocks, even, if you'd like.
Oh, so yeah, Thomas, take it easy. We'll catch you later. Thanks for popping on here. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Thomas, and keep us updated on your eMERP project, because I really want to see how it's going.
I'm not coming for people my age. How old are you, Thomas? I can't.
Yeah, I don't know what that doesn't mean anything.
I thought you were like 35, maybe.
I don't know. I don't have anything to compare to, because a lot of times I'll see people that are like really young, and I'll be like, they're probably about my age, and then I'm like, oh, they're like 10 years younger than me. And then I see people that are like really old, and I'm like, I agree with everything that man has to say. We got to be probably about the same age, and he's like 40, So
40's not that much older.
No, well, 40's not old. Hey, 40, look at that, 40. I'm not saying 40 is old. I'm saying that I'm not 40 years old, So I look at someone who's 40, and a lot of times I'm like, oh yeah, we're like the same age. One of my best friends lives just a couple of streets down from me. He teaches in the classroom right next door to me. He's 40, and so, I'm 32. So it's really funny because, I don't see any, like, we're just really good friends. But he actually taught me when I was in high school.
No, Brian. No, it's not old.
What about almost 53? Is that old? My dad is 60. So you're younger than my dad. How's that?
Brian, you're a kid at heart. Yeah.
Thomas says yes. Brian, it just depends. When you go to a restaurant, do you walk up and say, do you have a free 55 and older soda? In that case, then yes, 53 is old. But if not, then 53, that's not that old. But what was that guy on? Did you ever watch American Ninja Warrior?
Yes.
There was a guy that was like 53 years old on American Ninja Warrior, and he was over there like he could do like 100 pull-ups all in one session. He was like one of the best competitors on there.
All right. Later, Thomas.
Thomas, good to see you, man. We're good to hang out, I guess. Get some rest. Keep us posted on the project. I want to see it.
But yeah. No, that guy was a boss.
Beast. Absolute beast.
Well, if he was blue, I'd call him Beast.
He wasn't Beast. He was a beast.
Still wasn't blue.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Oh, hey, there's an idea. We could use that song for our dance. I'm blue. Da, da, dee, da, ba, da. Was it Eiffel 85? You know what I'm talking about? That old techno song?
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
But, Brian, you don't have to be old to have random parts of your body just hurt. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, why is this hurt? Whatever. I'm hurt all the time.
Ryan, I am 33, and I have more hip pain than you're going to have right now.
Oh my hip.
Yeah, literally. I get up to go walk. I'm like, oh, my hip. Oh, darn kids.
Darn kids.
Well, technically, old lady that T-boned me a couple years ago, but yeah, no, I feel old with my hip. So my right hip is the worst one. My left hip is not as bad, but yeah, no, I feel you there on the hurting. So
Yeah,
but yeah, no.
Brian,
so, have you done any
the old database?
Have you done any 3D printing lately?
I haven't. The last thing that I really 3D printed, I've been 3D printing some trays because I like database. So I've been 3D printing some trays. I've been 3D printing these trays. So because church hasn't been going on or whatever, my church would do the sacrament once a week, where you eat bread and you drink water, as remembering basically you're remembering the covenant you made at baptism. And so I've been purchasing these trays because usually at church they have these trays that you pass around to everybody with little pieces of bread and little tiny cups of water. And so I've been 3D printing sacrament trays and then giving them to like my family members and stuff so that they can do the they can take the sacrament from home because we're not able to meet at church.
Yeah.
Are you a day trader? You might say that. We're just logging these in the database, guys. Logging them in the database. We're gonna build an AI based off of Brian and Eddie's dad jokes, and we're gonna call it the database. That's gonna be it. We need to come up with a good name. You know how Iron Man's got Jarvis, and we come up with a good name for our database AI.
So, Does Trey know you're printing him?
Well, he's about to find out. Yeah, but I've just been doing these it's just like 6 little cups that fit in a little tray, and then it's like like a bread tray and a water tray, and then they actually collapse down and snap together, so it all fits in one nice little, almost like a mess kit. So it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's practical print.
Yes.
I wonder if he feels betrayed. I like it. Chris Carroll's Sacrament 6-pack. Sometimes it's interesting to me how Texas, they reopened their state after all the COVID stuff.
Yep.
But now they're having to close down the bars. And
yep.
I thought that alcohol killed COVID-19. Guess not. Hmm. Trust mama.
Oh man.
My absolute favorite thing to tell my kids, and I think it drives my wife crazy, is go ask mom.
Is what?
Go ask mom. Dad, I want this. Go ask your mom.
My wife does that. She goes, "Go ask your dad." Of course not.
Usually it's stuff like it's almost 9 o'clock and I need to get my kids to bed. And my son's like, I want a fruit snack. And I'm like, can I give you a fruit snack? Like in my head, I'm thinking fruit snacks are healthy, right? Because it has fruit in the name. And then at the same time, I'm like, how much sugar is in a fruit snack? And so 9 o'clock at night, that's a time when I say, go ask your mom. Because if she says it's okay, then it's all right. Because I'd probably just give it to you and I'd be up with you for another 2 hours.
Did I tell you that with all this COVID stuff that's going on, that the one mower, that robotic mower that I've been excited about is postponed until who knows when?
Oh, no way, really?
What type is?
Yeah.
What
Yep.
type is unit toss?
Pardon?
Dad, why is it not doing the perfect?
My kid wants to talk Pokemon. Hang on a second.
Wait. Hey, all right, ready? Bring him over. Bring him over.
All right, come here, Elliot. Come here, Elliot. Aaron wants to talk to you. Here.
Pokemon.
What's he got there?
Pokemon cards?
Yeah, pretty sweet, huh? He's trying to figure out why this fighting type move isn't working against this Pokemon. I'm like,
You see that binder? That binder.
In normal type, they're supposed to be easy against fighting, and it's not.
sometimes the cards don't match the games, dude.
No, it's not just in the cards. It's in the line.
Try.
Why?
Let me see your Pokemon again.
It's Psyduck. My move.
Oh, well, what level are you? Oh, it's because he's up at a much higher level than you. That's why. He's way higher level than you. That's why it's not as effective.
Well,
Try a water type. Try a water type. You have water type move?
yes,
Try water.
I have Scald.
Use
I
that
have
one.
two.
Use the water move. Sorry,
Yes.
Scald.
I was really interested in the iRobot's Terra mower. It goes
Oh,
off of
jeez. Do you see that?
which
Are
one?
you interested in the mower? And
Yes,
Brian
I-
says, he used to be, but not any mower.
Oh no, I'm still interested in the mower.
So, you know what? I don't know that I told you this. So, if you remember, on the show a while back, we talked about the iRobot lawnmower, and
That's
you were
what I'm
showing me an iRobot that was magnetic that stuck to a whiteboard, right?
Yep, the programmable one. They've got another one out.
Yeah. So, I think I'm gonna have 5 of them.
Oh, you
My
suck.
my principal called me the other day and she was like, I've got this money, I need to spend it right now. What do you want? And I was like, I don't know, I gotta build a parcel, I got a bunch of stuff that I need. And she goes, no, it has to be just like one big item. What do you want? And I tried to get a CNC machine and she said no to CNC. But I asked her about those robots and she's like, all right, I'll just order that. And so they just bought a bunch of them for me for my class and shit.
Nice.
Sweet.
That would be cool. Did she get the version 1 or version 2?
I have no idea. I didn't order it. She did. She just called me and said, what do you want? And I sent her a screenshot of this. So I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see a version 1 or version 2 when I was shopping though, so I don't know. So probably just a version 1. I got a couple of 2-packs though, I think.
All right, so let's go share it. All right, so for those of you that don't know what he's talking about, once you go past all their mowers, no, their mowers, their robots, products, there we go. Let's talk about these guys.
That one.
There's this one, and then there's this one.
Oh, no. I think it was the Root.
But still, they're pretty cool. And
They're like
this,
the same price. What's the difference?
I don't know. I've not clicked on them yet. So I know this one's round instead.
I mean, that automatically makes it less cool because it's not hexagonal, so it doesn't fit together in a regular pattern. Hey, Aaron.
Yes.
That emoji that Brian sent on YouTube, it looks like a shooting star.
Okay.
But on StreamYard, what the heck is that?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. Products. But this is the robot mower that I want. It actually, instead of bouncing around randomly, it actually mows in a grid pattern.
Imagine what golf courses could do with that bad boy.
Oh my gosh.
You could custom form greens and fairways. I've been wanting to do a lot of golf lately. I've been really into golf lately.
So yeah, that's the mower I want. But instead of saying, coming soon, it doesn't say anything.
Mm.
And they never said anything. I actually found out on my own that it's been delayed until.
Hey, that water move work?
So.
Oh yeah. That water
Because
move work?
I have an acre for a yard. My backyard is most of that. So for that entire acre, it takes me a while to mow, and I'd rather not spend all that time. And this was like, hey, maybe I can just save up whenever they put this out and get one. They may not release it ever. So not happy about that. It sucks. Because I was really looking forward to that being released. But I do have a print that I am going to attempt to do from the last time we did our stream. We're talking about.
Eddie says, only an acre? I thought you had mower.
Oh, you're so punny.
Yeah, you know what, Brian? Maybe you should reprogram it, replace the main board or something, and program it to do whatever the heck you want it to do, Brian. I feel like you got the smarts that you could actually make that happen.
Well, see, I'm pretty sure they were going to use that to also do stuff with their Roombas. And if you get the Roomba with the camera on it, which I don't know why you have to have a camera and you can't just have lasers and sensors and stuff like that, but okay. That one will learn and once it was set up, so once it learned and it cleaned your house and it shut off, it forgot all that. And then they finally released one that did not forget all that, which is just kind of like, really. But part of me has thought, if I could buy one of those Roomba mowers that's got the camera on it and have it mow my backyard, like take that and just hook other stuff up to a mower deck and motors and a bunch of other stuff and just get it going like that, which would be kind of fun to do. But it's $1,000 to tear apart, and I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, so like in Arizona's a huge farming community. Like one of the big things here is cotton. Like cotton's everywhere, right? And so the tractors that they have that do the cotton, they're amazing. Man. They've got built-in GPS. So literally, you just like push a button, and it will follow exactly the line that it's supposed to go on. You can till or plow or whatever you're gonna do, and it just exactly down the line where it's supposed to go. It's amazing. And they've got air conditioning, everything. Like literally, these guys can just like push a button and then they just kind of chill on this tractor while it does all the work for them. It's like autopilot. It will automatically do everything for them. It's so cool.
They even have some that are, you got your tractor, you got the cab cut off a bit so it's shorter. And it's just a robot.
Tractor drone?
Pretty much.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet.
So, but I'm going to attempt to print for my old pots right there a direct drive setup for it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because
That'd
we're
be really cool.
talking about it last week, and it's like about Eddie was saying, you can do a direct drive with the. Oh, my brain's dead. I know, Eddie. I know you're gonna mock me on it. I can't remember what you were saying. Which one? The hot end. Hemera. Yeah. So yeah, I was just like, nah, you know what? See if I can't find something. And so I found something, and I'm gonna attempt to print that for it and see how that turns out. I know, Eddie.
Well, I tell you, Brian and Eddie with the dad jokes today, unstoppable.
I know it. We've not had Brian and Eddie in a while together. So
yeah, I'm trying to remember when the last time we had them together has been. I mean, it's been a while.
I don't know, but they're double teaming it.
I tell you.
but yes. So the Hemera.
They're a tag team
which I would
duo,
totally
you know?
love one. They are. They are pretty cool. I've definitely been lucky to meet and hang out with Eddie in person. Brian, I have still yet to meet and hang out with you in person, which obviously you've not been up to. You are the only IT guy at your job, so yeah.
Brian, where are you approximately? So
Texas.
Texas. I want to go to Texas. I heard everything's bigger.
Yeah, but everything's locking back down there, so
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I don't drink anyways, so I don't worry about the bars so much. I get the Bermuda joke, the Bermuda grass. That one took a while. I'm slow. I'm learning as I get older that, you know, I'm not stupid, but I'm not real fast. You know, it takes me a while to process things, and I'm learning as I get older that I'm okay with that. My students think faster than I do, and I'm like, you know what? That's all right. It's okay for me to not be super genius all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Usually on my Fridays, I only get maybe an hour or so of sleep after being up all night, and then I'm go. So I've been working out in the yard, getting stuff done for my garden. So, and also cleaning up my fence around the process. So instead of going and buying more T-posts, what I'm doing is I'm taking these trees that are along the fence row that have sprouted up, cutting them off, and I'm going to take, you know, ones that are around 4 feet tall, and I'm going to use them to take the cattle panel, lay the cattle panel at an angle, and there be my support braces for that.
So on an unrelated note, I saw this thing on a Netflix original show where they talk about the proper way to fell a tree for firewood.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this was amazing. I've never seen this done before. What you do is you cut the bark all the way around the base of the tree in 3 rings. So you cut the bark and then you go up a few inches, cut the bark all the way around, go up a few inches, cut the bark all the way around. So when you cut the bark all the way around, it stunts the tree's ability to continue to grow and get moisture up into the leaves because it all travels through the bark like capillary system, right? So you cut those, and then all of the moisture actually drains out of it through gravity. So within a year of cutting the bark that way, you can go, it'll completely kill the tree and completely dry it out. So you just, from there, you just cut it down and it's already ready to split for firewood. But it's basically, you're like cutting firewood, but storing it in the form of the tree. Have you ever heard of that?
That's pretty cool.
It's amazing. Because I've cut down a tree before and I've cut it and split it for firewood, but it's been green for, I mean, sometimes if you don't split it right away, if you just left it as a tree, it would stay green for years. That's a good one, Eddie. That's a good one, Eddie. You know, with all these puns and jokes, maybe Eddie and Brian need to take a trip to Seattle and show how to plant a garden. I'm glad we have such fertile imaginations, Brian says.
Oh man, that's fun. But yeah, Brian, we definitely need to get you back on the show again. Eddie, we still need to get you on the show. I need to hit JT up and try to get JT on the show.
What about the other guy?
The other guy I would love on the show, but Ivan's kind of different on the time zone for us. I don't even know what time it usually is there for him whenever they do the show, because they do their show
Spacers
in the mornings. So yeah.
Well,
Did
you see his new sand drying robot?
No, I have not.
Ivan's new sand drying robot. Super cool. I can't remember how many he has, but he just has like 50 something servos all attached to a bar that's on wheels. So it just rolls, and then the servos just like flip down and then flip back up as it's rolling to print in the sand. Like it draws lines in the sand to print like ones and stuff.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. But yeah, nope. I've not seen that, and I can't remember if they've done their show lately. I don't know if they've done JT and the other guy lately. Kind of behind on a bunch of everybody else's videos they've put out. So, 'cause I've just been busy, and it's hard to try to catch up. Oh, Eddie. Oh, but yeah, so I don't really have a bunch of other stuff to talk about. The one thing that I was hoping was going to happen was have that person come on for this episode, and that did not happen. I did not get a response back, so which is a bummer. So I talked to said person Tuesday about being on the show, and they go, "Oh, you have a show?" And I said, "Yep, YouTube." And they said, "Yeah, I'll definitely do that." So I'll have to give them crap Tuesday whenever I message them, talk to them again, and but yeah, no, it's fun. So this person actually lives out in California, so it's your time zone, and has done makeup, visual effects makeup for several of the zombies for The Walking Dead and a bunch of other stuff. So I think that's pretty darn cool. And so I want to try to get that person to come on some point in time soon and just kind of talk, because I know there's a lot of people that do cosplay and that do makeup and stuff, and a bunch of people that would love to do that. You know, you can get your 3D printing mixed in with doing makeup and have a really awesome costume, or just paint your costume. So yeah, so I'm excited to get this person to come on at some point in time, and I'll definitely let you guys know when that will actually be. I'm not sure myself, but there's one person I would really like to try to get to come on. Well, face it, there's a lot of people I'd like to come on the show that more than likely won't happen. So Simone Gertz is one of them.
She just posted a new video where she made the scissor lamp.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty slick. I like that a lot, actually. I love how it just keeps going back to the mower.
I know. it is constant now. I'm not going to be surprised if Eddie just texts me mower crap now. Just mower puns and jokes.
If you happen to be watching this not live, you're watching it on replay, make sure that you have the live chat opened up so you can see all the super awesome dad jokes and puns that Eddie and Brian have been throwing out there. Let me just say, because I know it's probably about time for us to click off here, but let me just say, I really appreciate you guys being here and engaging with us in the chat. It really helps. It makes it a lot more tolerable to stream when there's actual engagement and it's not just you talking to a blank audience. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I greatly appreciate it. And I can totally talk to a blank audience because I have done that enough. But no, we greatly appreciate it. And Brian and Eddie, we greatly appreciate you guys being in here and in chat and giving me a bunch of crap.
I love this. Maybe we should just trim this. Here's Eddie. Maybe we should just trim this down and leaf. And Brian says, "I agree, bud."
Oh, guys.
I think your talent has blossomed, guys.
It is a ripened fruit ready to be picked. But no. So yeah, I've got some videos coming out soon, hopefully. On a couple of things with the Spartan mosquito eradicator. Put that out. Kind of keep posted on that. I posted a photo. We are starting to grow. Photo today or yesterday on Twitter of my my BlackBerry setup that I've got. I've actually recorded some on doing that, so I'll post that as well at some point in time soon. But yeah, I've been keeping busy and trying to get stuff done, and just a lot of stuff going on all at once, and it just takes time. So, but guys, we greatly appreciate you giving me a bunch of crap in chat.
I was going to say, Brian, people still use BlackBerry. You remember they were like the original smartphone, right? Where you could check emails on your BlackBerry. I remember that being like the biggest.
They did release a BlackBerry newer smartphone, but I'm pretty sure that went to the wayside as well. So
yeah, they've kind of fallen out of grace.
So, but thank you again, guys, so much for joining in and just blowing up chat. We greatly appreciate it. We will catch you guys next week, more than likely on his channel. Can't wait to see you all there next week. We will keep posted on what all is going to be coming up with that episode and everything. We will be on episode 39 next week, guys. We're almost episode 40. So, but we greatly appreciate you joining. We will see you guys next week. So if you guys have any questions on making, there's a bunch of good people that we are friends with in the maker community that are willing and glad to help with any making questions. And we will catch you next week. So take care, everybody. Happy making. And we'll see you later. Bye.